What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. It's STEVE the Black. I'm back. I know I'm super late with this, but I had to work today, and when I got home, I got off at work at 8 o'clock, and then when I got home, I was watching Raw, so I figured before I go to bed, I go ahead and do this video. So as you all know, Carson Wentz is done. Carson Wentz is gone. His season is over. It's a sad thing. And honestly, it's just not fair. It's just not fair. Out of all the people, why him? Why him? Out of all the injury we sustained, man, this is the one that's bigger. Excuse me. Oh, God. But, and I've all day, people at work, customers, a couple of them, well, only one, the one I really know, co-workers, all of them were getting on me. So what happened about them Eagles, huh? You're done. It was really eating at me, man. It's so sad. It's going to be really strange to watch the game on Sunday and it be Nick Foles and not be Carson Wentz. But once upon a time, Nick Foles was our starter, and once upon a time, he did throw 27 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, even in the 2014 season. Before he went down, he wasn't as efficient as he was in the 2013 season, but he still led us to what? What was their record when he went down? 4-2? Were we 4-2? See, or were we 6-2? I think we were 6-2. We were the four. I think we were 4-2 or 6-2. Either way, we had a winning record when he left. He went down. If y'all remember, he went down in the Houston Texans game. Mark Sanchez took over, and Mark did good. He just didn't do good enough to win the NFC East. If you remember, we had beaten Dallas and everything on Thanksgiving. Then we just fell apart. With Nick Foles, the one thing you can say that he has better than Carson Wentz is he has playoff experience. He played in the one wild card game his Pro Bowl year. He played good enough to beat the Saints, but with Drew Brees and at the time with them Darren Sproles, it was so hard to overcome that. Those two were just so hard to overcome that didn't matter, and we ended up losing by a field goal. I believe now more than ever that getting home field advantage is important. Sorry. It really is. These next, as I said in my video yesterday, these next 3 games, well, really these next 2 games, Nick Foles can win these games. One's at New York, we can win that game, and against the Oakland Raiders on Christmas. You telling me we can't win that game either? By winning these 2 games, we get home field advantage. By winning the game next week against the Giants, we get a first round bye. By beating the Oakland Raiders, we get the number 1 seed. And then I don't know what they're going to do against the Cowboys, seeing as Nick Foles will then be our starter. Would they activate that other quarterback? I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was in that one video with Carson Wentz when they were singing that VeggieTales song. But they could activate him for the last game. I don't know, because since Nick Foles is going to be our guy now, can't risk losing him. But Nick Foles is good enough to win those games. He really is. And then it comes to the matter of the playoffs. I think, who likely are we facing? Saints, Panthers, Falcons. One of those 3 teams. Those are winnable games, even against. How great would it be Nick Foles, Drew Brees, round 2. But Nick Foles overcomes because this this team right here is better than the 2013 team that he took to the playoffs that year. It's much better, inexplicably better than the 2013 team. And Carson Wentz had a lot to do with this team. He did. Here's the thing that's about Nick Foles, right? He's good. He plays good enough, but he's not Carson Wentz. Imagine some of those times we're like, yo, how did Carson do that? Remember the first game of the season when he was running all around the Redskins defenders and he throws a touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. Remember when the pocket collapsed and Carson Wentz slipped through and ran for the first down. All these remember all those times he just sidestepped and juked defenders and threw a beautiful, perfect pass. Those are things that Carson Wentz does that Nick Foles can't do. Granted, he is a pure pocket passer. The throw he made to Nelson Aguilar to basically win the game from us, beautiful. Beautiful. The defense has got to step up. The defense has got to step up because these past 2 weeks they have sucked. Especially against Seattle. And I don't know what the heck, man. They were letting Todd Gurley run all over them. Cooper Kupp getting a 60-yard gain. That's not good. I don't know what the problem was, but that's not good. It's really not. They need to fix those mistakes. Doug Peterson, he said in his press conference today, maybe the most important time is for me to step up and for me to be the leader. Not to say that he wasn't before, but now he really has to be because Carson Wentz is gone. He really has to be that. You know, the whole next man up mentality has worked all year long. I get it. You don't lose an MVP candidate and still be good. But there have been teams in the past who lost their starting quarterback and still won the Super Bowl. If we get home field advantage, we still got a shot. We still do. I said this team was good enough to make the NFC Championship game with Carson Wentz. And I still believe that with Nick Foles, they're good enough to get to the NFC Championship game. Whatever happens then, we will see. But this team can do it. I know they can do it if they just play the way they've been playing prior to the 2 weeks. Because the defense against the Bears, against the Cowboys, against the Broncos, they were excellent. You just got, it's like I said in the last video, get back to basics. Stop the run. Stop the run. Y'all are making, I know, look, Todd Gurley is a top 5 running back, but y'all are making him look like he was Le'Veon Bell. Like he was Ezekiel Elliott or something. Like, God, come on. Stop the run. I told you, you stop the run, you get to Jared Goff. I'm sorry I'm doing all this. It's really cold. I'm really cold. We just got to step up our game. If the defense steps up our game, and if Jay Ajayi and Corey Komet and LeGarrette Blount step up their game, I'm telling you right now, we got a shot. We got a real shot. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if I've told you this before. I've told this to Addy, but I'm going to tell you. I don't know if I told you this before, but I'm going to tell you this now. With Carson Wentz, and I still believe this, I told my friend Addy, I said, Addy, if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, I don't know when we're going to do it. Because everything has lined up for us to go and do it. Aaron Rodgers goes down. Don't wish that on anybody, but that's an opportunity. The Cowboys are irrelevant as always. That's an opportunity. They're not in our way. The Legion of Boom is down. They're gone. They're not coming back. That's an opportunity. The Atlanta Falcons are on their Super Bowl hangover. They're not as dominant as they were last year. That's an opportunity. We get in the playoffs. Who we got? Case Keenum? Please. We just saw this past Sunday. He's beatable. We get into the playoffs. Who we got? Cam Newton? We saw it. Punch him in the face. He's going to fold. He's going to fold. We got him. Drew Brees? Take away the running game. take away Kamara, and he looks average. Stop the run. I mean, you don't want to get into a slugfest with Drew Brees, but the defense really, again, they're just average. There's nothing about that defense that scares me. There's nothing about that defense that says, yo, man, if we don't get together, man, this defense is gonna, oh my God. No, they're not that good. They're doing good enough, but they're not that good. Now what I saw in that Thursday night game, divisional game or not. And then who else? The Rams game will be tough, but I mean, and let's not forget the Vikings defense, but us being at home is a big advantage. There should be absolutely no reason why we should not be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's like I said to him, if we don't win it, I don't know when we're ever going to win it. Because it's like, what else is it going to take? Every obstacle that needs to be out of the way is out of the way. And they're saying, look, here you go. Just win. These next 2 games against the Giants and the Raiders, they're winnable games. One against the Giants, come on. It's a division rival, you don't take them lightly, but it's against the Giants. Come on. And against the Raiders, come on. You beat the Raiders, you got the number 1 seed. There's still a lot to play for. I could have came on here. I could have been depressed. I've been depressed all day. But right now, the Eagles team, we need some light. We need something to believe in. And I'm believing in Nick Foles. I'm believing that this whole entire team, they have to step up. They step up and they win it for Carson Wentz. They step up, as I said yesterday, hashtag do it for Carson. I've seen some other ones, win it for Wentz. I like that one. You can do it for Wentz, or what was it? Win it for Carson or do it for Carson? Whatever. Do it for Carson. Because he deserves it. And even if we win, Carson Wentz didn't win it. But Carson Wentz is the reason why we got there. Carson Wentz gave us the opportunity to get there. He's still the majority part. And if we win it, he gets to take that trophy home. He gets to sleep with that trophy. He gets to put it on his dresser for one night before he takes it back over to Lincoln Financial Field. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this position. And as far as I'm concerned, you tear your ACL and you still throw another touchdown pass before you go down, and that's the last time we see you, that says to me MVP. I don't care what Tom Brady does. I don't care what Russell Wilson does. This man is the MVP. So with that being said, that's about it. The Eagles team, the way we win now, you do it for Carson. Do it for Carson. Because without it, I don't want to be one and done. I said we're good enough to make the NFC Championship game, but everybody's got to step up. Everybody's got to do their job. So with that being said, that's about it. And if you're not down with that, I've got 4 words for you. Do it for Carson. Peace out, y'all. Do it for him. Because he deserves it. Because he is our quarterback. Do it for him.